Gas stations, nothing more than a necessary stop along a stretch of road, right? Wrong! I want you to consider for a moment the significance of a well-maintained gas station. It's not merely a pit stop for us to refuel our vehicles, it is a symbol of mobility, independence, and freedom, a testament to our collective desire to explore the world and chart our own course. But in GTA 5, this is all null and void because the vehicles never have to refuel. Regardless, San Andreas is still home to 29 unique gas stations, and I've taken the time out of my day to rank every single one on the 5 most important characteristics of a gas station. The number of pumps it has, the company that owns it, its general location, will their hot dogs give me food poisoning, and finally, how likely I am to get stabbed while fueling my car. In 29th place, we have LSIF, Los Santos International Fueling, which isn't currently a gas station, but could have good location potential if someone threw some money at it and spruced it up. Next, we go to Deserted Desert Gas, which, despite still having a massive sign that says gas on it, lacks any actual pump, storefront, or, well, gasoline. Seaview Gas is almost a carbon copy, but received a higher score because it's closer to the highway, and is ready for any corporation to move right in. Now, getting into the gas stations that actually have gas, Elysian Island is not a place you'd normally think of to get gas. But it is home to this quaint little station, which I've deemed Portside Petrol. Unfortunately, this pump is only available for dock-related vehicles and employees, and doesn't have any safe-to-eat hot dogs, which is why it's so far down the list. Headed north, Paleto Heist Fuel is another pretty simple station, although it really has nothing going for it. Mediocre hot dogs, a moderate amount of stabbings, poor location, and it's just plain boring. Oil Sands Gas wasn't very popular until the recent Auto Shop DLC, where a new property opened up right next door. Since then, it's seen a lot more activity, but prior to that, its location just wasn't very great. Route 68 is a very iconic rest stop, however, it lacks pumps and some of those pumps are very inaccessible. It also has quite a bit of competition around the area. Sandy Shores only has one functioning gas station, which puts it in a higher traffic area. But higher traffic in this small town means you pretty much have enough fuel to fuel every car this side of the Alamo Sea. Airfield Fuel is one of the smallest and lowest traffic stations we have, but its prices are competitive and that keeps it on the map. The next gas station is the only station you can own as a player. However, being a motorcycle club, it's been given the nickname Hell's Refuelers, and only really sees motorcycle clientele, which really limits the profits you can make. Paleto Bay Executive is one of the largest gas stations north of the Zancudo River, but there's no commercial building connected to the pumps, so if the pump doesn't read your card, you're shit out of luck. Also, there's nowhere to buy food, so if you find a hot dog here, it will 100% kill you. Grove Street Gas is a fantastic location, close to the airport, and has the most pumps we've seen so far. However, given the fact it's on Grove Street, you're only going to go here to get gas if you're planning on getting stabbed or shot. Popular Street is a very busy street for illicit business owners. Despite having a police station almost a block away, this area is believed to have some of the most illegal activities in the city, making it not the safest place to get gas. Grapeseed is similar to Sandy Shores. The way it only has a single gas station, the station itself is very trustworthy, clean, and has very limited competition. However, you may notice this gas station lacks one key component: gasoline. The Great Ocean Highway gas station is way out on its lonesome at the north of the map, but it's only accessible from the highway if you're going westbound, which really hinders its ranking and profitability. In North Los Santos, you'll find Globe Oil Vinewood, which offers free smog readings, whatever that might mean. Aside from that, it's really only got its location going for it. Next up, we have... Shit. No, this isn't supposed to happen. It appears we need to find a charging station. Well then. I guess we'll need to call a tow truck. While we wait for roadside assistance, if you want to take a moment to disable your ad blocker on my channel, it would be greatly appreciated. This will ensure that I'll be able to make more ridiculous videos in the future, but it appears our tow truck is here, so let's charge up and get back on the road and continue our countdown so I can tell you about those hidden gas stations you didn't know existed. Sports Car Road, a G-Fred staple, is home to one very small gas station. Nothing too fancy, but it does have a garage that you can park in. It does have a massive amount of competition though. The next gas station has one perk the others don't have: a car wash. Aside from that, it has a nice storefront, 12 pumps, and a central location, making it a great choice for city folk to fuel up. Puerto del Sol is normally overlooked as it's right next to a key source of public transit. Typically referred to as Petrol del Sol, it has 16 pumps, allowing it to serve a large number of customers. Though not as many as Gasoline Unicorn, which has 18 pumps, and is the closest to city center, as well as just down the road from the airport. However, being so close to downtown does come with its downsides, and a much higher risk of being stabbed, which is why it only gets 10th place. In 9th place, we have Rockford Ron, probably the most forgettable corporate location. It's in a safe location with wonderful hot dogs, but despite this, its location is lacking as it's easily passed by and really only known about by the locals. The most hidden gas pumps are always overlooked, like Barney's Fossil Fuel for example. A small storefront we've all visited, but most don't realize that they do sell gasoline, out back. It's a lone pump that sits protected by 2 bollards, and it really only brought top 10 because of its uniqueness as its location is pretty tucked away. In 7th is Baton Canyon Gas, a hexagonal LTD pump station just north of the city. Quite safe, so stabbing is not a concern here. However, aside from that, it's, well, a gas station. Mirror Gas is called this particularly because it's in Mirror Park, and partially because it's identical to the last one. Being the hipsters feeling location, the hot dogs may not taste great, but they're all organic, so food poisoning is not much of a worry. Entering the top 5 gas stations in GTA 5, we're starting with Earl's Mini Mart. Earl's isn't anything special and has limited access from the highway, but Earl paid me $200 to bump his score. Chumash Gas has the best location so far, being sandwiched between the city, highway, and the beach, and these pumps see more action than a dog in heat, which justifies the fact that they have 18 pumps running at any given time. As we mentioned before, highways are the best place for a gas station, and in 2nd and 3rd, we have each side of the map covered. Ron Palomino and Ron Zancudo are sister stations to one another. On the east, Palomino has all of your roadside needs, though it's on the less busy highway, putting it behind Zancudo on the west side. Zancudo has less of your day-to-day needs, but it's at a very, very busy junction for travelers, making it the only place to get gas for miles in each direction. But now, the best gas station in all of San Andreas, and the winner of this year's Nobel Pump Prize. Can I get a drum roll, please? Don's Country Store is a quaint little stop with the best dang hot dogs you'll ever find, and it's never reported a single crime or injury on its premises. However, despite having some of the cheapest prices, it is overshadowed by Paleto Bay Executive, which set up shop right between Don's and the highway, which took virtually all of their customers when it opened back in 2013. Let's have a quick word with Don himself. Don, do you have anything to say after winning this prestigious award?
I'm Don Reddy, and I got the goods.
Well, thank you, Don, and congratulations. But wait, now you've made it to your destination, where will you park? Fear not, for I have the answer. Check out this guide where I tell you about the best and the worst parking garages in the entire game. Thank you, and good night.
I'm Don Reddy. Good night!